Hello everybody, my name is JohnHawk9 and welcome to a very different career mode video. Before you say it, I am still going to upload the Paderborn career mode, the final season. That'll be next week because I have a video planned for Friday, so don't worry, that'll be uploaded as usual. And yeah, as I said before, different kind of video. As you see there, we're Arsenal's manager. Well, I'll explain that more. Arsenal are just Banter FC. And I mean that in not the harshest way to Arsenal fans, but everybody's laughing about you. That's just how bad it is. And I feel sorry for Arsenal because you went from the Invincibles with Arsene Wenger to then fighting for fourth every season to then trying to win a trophy, and then you did the FA Cup, so well done for that, to the Wenger out parade, then followed up by Unai Emery's sacking, then the Arteta era. No offense, last season's your worst ever season, not even finishing in European competition. So you went from the massive highs to the huge lows, and our first two games, like you said, you lost 2-0 to Brentford and you lost 2-0 to Chelsea. Then you got Man City next, which is just like a, oh gosh. Well, basically this video describes how Arsenal fans should be feeling going into every Premier League match.
Feeling better?
No.
How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
Most people would say this is just usual Arsenal, Jordan, just same old, but no, you actually done business in the window. You spent 130 million, the most in the Premier League, more than Man City, which is a huge surprise, and so far they haven't been repaying you. Like I said, you haven't even scored a goal, and you got Man City over the horizon, and just most Arsenal fans either want Arteta's head,
Arteta, get out! Get out!
or want the season to be over with. It's just depressing being an Arsenal fan.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
They mostly be proud and happy to be Arsenal. Now they just don't even want to talk about it. So what I'm going to do right here, you see the Arsenal career mode on the screen, is gives ourselves the same starting squad at the start of the season. So no new signings into the club. Gives ourselves the same budget you spent in this window, 130 million. And then show what signings I think Arsenal should have made and what players they should have moved on. And then once that's all done, we sim to the end of the season and see what EA thinks, if we've made a good squad or not. Now before I start this whole signing and that, I'm going to say I'm a neutral. I don't support Arsenal, so I don't know. So if I make any signings or sell any players you don't think I should have done, then this is just my opinion. So again, take it with a pinch of salt. This is just a neutral's point of view. If we look at the Arsenal squad, as I said before, this is the same squad at the start of the season. All the players who got released are not into it, so no David Luiz and that. As well as that, none of the new signings are into the squad, so you won't be seeing them here. So this is like a fresh start. What I see right here is problems left, right and centre. First of all, Arsenal's investment on older players. This has been a casual problems for Arsenal, just not going for younger players who can improve throughout the time. Just spending it on older players who, yes, they've been good, but not worth giving a 3-year contract. 300k a week is not a good deal. For example, I'm looking at you, Willian. I'm looking at you. Arsenal's average age is 25.5, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. But it could be a lot better if they invested in younger talent more. And the main problem for Arsenal last season wasn't the defence, it was actually the forward. Like what happened last season, Aubameyang had his worst ever season, barely getting into the double digits last season for goals, and Lacazette didn't show up. It was just awful up front, and you barely scored against teams like Brighton, like Burnley, Wolves, teams that are very easy to break down defensively, but you struggle to do that so easily, and you lost 3 points against them so much. Before I show you the signings I made for Arsenal, let's see who Arsenal signed this season. Nuno, a young left back from Portugal, 6 million. This one I don't mind because it's just good rotation. Tierney in the squad, because if he gets injured, then you got Cedric, who's been absolutely awful for you. So this signing, I didn't mind. I thought, fair enough, good rotation for Tierney. Ben White, 50 million. If you haven't seen my Premier League predictions about Arsenal, this player, 50 million, too much. Way too much. And you make the argument of he's a young English centre-back, he's going to get better, he almost got called up for Euro 2020, but that's just not true. For a player who's 50 million, you should expect them to at least won trophies, as well as that been really solid defensive. Ben White played for a Brighton side who are in the bottom half of the table, so that again causes headaches straight away. And if Man United got Raphael Varane for 34 million and you're spending 50 million on Ben White, then that's just an absolute headache right there. Albert Simba, a guy on my own heart. If you haven't seen my RB Sabadell career mode, he's absolute gem, but this isn't FIFA. Young, yes. The only problem I have is spending 15 million, will he be able to get game time? I think he's there if Thomas Partey got injured like he did last season. Company does think highly of him. So my only problem is he going to get game time? Martin Odegaard, 30 million. Many people think, yes, this is a good signing. 30 million, Martin Odegaard, who last season showed up at the Emirates. It's just, my main problem is, you're spending 30 million on a player, but got another player in the name of Emre Smith-Rowe, who plays in the same position as Odegaard, shown a lot of promise, and you literally begged him to stay at the club, giving him a new deal. I just wouldn't spend the money, 30 million, on Martin Odegaard when you got Emre Smith-Rowe, who's literally showing promise at Arsenal. Aaron Ramsdale, oh my god, this is just a typical Arsenal signing. You may think, oh, he got called up for Euro 2020 and he did show some promise at Sheffield United. No, just no. This guy got relegated not once, not twice, but 3 times as a player in goal. And Sheffield United, sometimes, yes, he did show some promise, but that promise was surely dashed. Heck, even my team, Plymouth, scored past this keeper. A League One club can score past him. And the price you made for him, 26 million. That's just embarrassing. I bet Sheffield United must be laughing their asses off getting 26 million. I can understand the price is so high because Bournemouth put a huge sell-on clause on the player. But 26 million, no. Just no. I would just walk out of there. I could find better younger goalkeepers in my sleep than Aaron Ramsdale. And I'll show later for Arsenal's biggest mistake and what they should have done. With the squad deductions done, let's get on to the transfer window now, shall we? First signing, or not really a first signing, is the centre-back partnership for Gabriel. Instead of signing anyone, what I'm going to do is to recall William Saliba. Young centre-back, been amazing for Marseille and Nice on his loan. Didn't get even a single minute for Arsenal. And doesn't cost 50 million. So yeah, you saved yourself a lot of money just recalling him and just giving him a chance in the centre-back role. First signing, yes, is a Brighton player, so don't call me a hypocrite.
A liar and a hypocrite.
And that is Yves Bissouma. I managed to sign him for 30 million here. But I think it's an absolute brilliant defensive midfielder. 60% tackles won, over 509 duels won in the Premier League. And if this guy's a Liverpool and Real Madrid target, if you just give them right money to Brighton, he'll be more than happy to go to a club like Arsenal who are actually fighting for something. So again, a really good improvement in the midfield area. Now onto the attack. My second signing, I got him for 40 million from Wolves. It's the winger Pedro Neto. Young winger, 40 million might be too much, but EA thinks that's how much he's worth. What I like about this guy, he was Wolves' top goal scorer. Since the injury of Raul Jimenez, he showed up. Premier League proven, very young at the age of 20, so you know he's going to get a lot better and can easily provide assists and attack for Arsenal up front. It's not all buy because we had to sell a lot of players. Problem I've always find with Arsenal, it's a really awful habit of that, is signing huge players on massive fees and then selling them for nothing. For example, I'll give you 2 examples right here. Mesut Ozil. signed for Arsenal for £42.5 million from Real Madrid. Huge signing, yes. Then you let him go for free. Again, alright, move on to another one. Mustafi, rumoured to sign for £35 million, and then you just terminated his contract. You see what I mean here? You've just spent round about 80 million on 2 players, and then the sell-on fees is nothing. That right there is just a financial disaster ready to happen. So what we've done here, we said goodbye to William. I sold him for 30 million. I think you're getting rid of him for free at Corinthians, I think, for Brazil. I don't know for sure. As well as that, we sold Bellerin. This player needs to go. At the start, he was highly rated fullback, but which Barcelona were rumoured to go for a feed for him. And now look at him. He's just a fashion designer meme. Best to sell him now, cash in on him, and then get a better replacement. So that means we need to get a right back. So sign the fullback right here for 14 million, Danish fullback Joachim Malin. Again, yes, a young player, but also solid in defence and good at attack. And Euro 2020 proves it with just this assist alone. Yeah, absolute stunning assist. He's a very, very strong fullback, but loves to go forwards and provide the assist. So I think this will be an absolute bargain for Arsenal to try and get. So what we've done right here is sell Lacazette. Controversial, maybe. He was your top goal scorer last season with 13 in the Premier League. But I think it's best to cash on him now than wait until he's in his 30s. Like I say, he's 29 now. Once he gets to his mid-30s and that, his value is going to keep going lower and lower. So I think it's best to cash on that now. That means we need to get a new number 9. So I think it's best to make an offer for a club that wants to sell players. And that's at Inter Milan. £96.4 million. We managed to get Lautaro Martinez, a striker who scored 17 goals and 6 assists, aged 22. So he's going to get a lot better throughout the seasons. I see this guy like a young Sergio Aguero. And yes, he's Inter Milan's one of their best players. But if you give him an offer like that, 96.4 million, the owners will snap that out of your hands in a second. I then decide to sell Xhaka. Now this is controversial. Yes, it is, because you just made him sign a new deal. But honestly, if I had a player who removed his shirt after being taken off, thrown the captain's armbag to the floor, and then tell the home fans to F off, what I'll do, I'll suspend him and then wait for January to then sell his arse, because that is a huge disrespect to the club for him to do that. I wouldn't even think about either A, playing him, B, giving him back the captain's armbag, and C, giving him a new deal. For me, he's gone, out of here. Now to help the defence out, a goalkeeper. Leno is good, yes, but he's been having a lot of problems with catching balls. Just look at the Brentford second one. He's just literally standing there, couldn't do nothing and catch a ball from across. So, to repair Arteta's biggest mistake as Arsenal's manager is to re-sign Martinez, a keeper who's probably, apart from Edison, been the best keeper of the season for Aston Villa. And literally, he helped Argentina win the Copa America in the penalty shootouts. So what more can you say? He's a bit old, 27. As well as that, Aston Villa would want a bigger feed for the player. But I think Martinez would like to come back, prove a point to Arsenal. As well as that, like I said, I'll make him starting keeper, and he's just going to help the defence out huge. Now, I decided to sell Aubameyang. Now hear me out, hear me out. Very, very unpopular decision, but last season, he was just awful. Dreadful, in my honest opinion. Barely got yourself 10 goals for Arsenal. And I think he's just lost confidence, to be fair. So again, cashing out on him, moving him on, and then go for a younger player who's more hungrier, wants to get in that squad, not making excuses up saying he's ill. He wants to get in the starting lineup for Arsenal. So, my final signing, another striker, Swedish forward, I managed to sign him for £46.6 million. Alexander Isak, an amazing young striker. 20 years old, he shined at the Euros. A player that you just look on the screen and you see him on the ball, he just goes straight at the defenders, charging full front at them. And what's better than that is his burn on Gary Lineker, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Har du koll på vem Lineker är?
Jag har inte så bra koll, men jag vet att det är väl någon engelsk sitter i studio och sånt där, va? Gammal spelare, eller?
Ja, han vann han blev skyttekung i VM 86, va?
Ja, då är inte jag född, men lite koll. Nej.
I said really nice things about him.
And this is my up-to-date squad. A lot of the players who I signed gone straight into the first team lineup. Martinez in goal, Martinez up forwards, Mellon, Yosem, Pedro Neto, as well as if they link up with Emre Smith-Rowe, so I'm going to start Bakary Saka, as well as that Kieran Tierney. I think this squad will be absolutely amazing. If we look on the bench, a lot of youth players I thought who need to get given a chance. Reece Nelson, Guendouzi, as well as on the bench Isak, who I think is quite controversial, putting a £46 million player on the bench, but you can bring him on when you're losing, team him up, put two up forwards with Martinez and Isak if things are going bad, as well as that if you're winning, take him off, bring on Isak to charge at the defenders. So yeah, that's my squad. Let me know, Arsenal fans, what you think of it. Would you be happy having this squad for Arsenal? I would like to say as well, the players we did buy in was a total cost of £275.3 million, and the players we did sell was a total of £149.5 million. So basically, we lost a profit of £125.8 million. Sounds bad, yes, but Arsenal this season have lost £130. So I brought in these players and still maintain a better profit than Arsenal have done this season. So what I'm going to do now is sim to the rest of the season if EA thinks I've made a good squad or not. So I'll see you then. Well, this is unpredictable, let alone finishing top 3, but getting back in Champions League football at the Emirates, okay, I'll take it. And what's even better, finishing above Tottenham. Say Tottenham Day's back, everybody. This calls for a celebration. Okay, moving on. In the Carabao Cup, we lost to Man City quarterfinals, who went on to win it. So, yeah, no surprise there. Man City always wins that cup. But in the FA Cup, we only got to manage to win it, beating Man City 2-0, which is just absolutely amazing. I'll take that. Finishing in the top 4 and getting back to the FA Cup trophies. That's back-to-back prime of Arsene Wenger days, they were. Okay, moving on. Looking at the top goal scorers right here. Martinez with 24 goals, followed up by Emre Smith-Rowe with 13. So, given Emre Smith-Rowe game time worked out as he repaid us with 13 goals. Bakary Saka got 8. Pepe on the bench. Oh, Partey got injured, but keep going on. I think the only person who didn't really help me up was Pedro Neto. Okay, moving on to the assist. Emre Smith-Rowe, top assist with 12. Coming up by there, 7 is Partey. So, really amazing performance, giving the youngsters chance. And like I said, their overalls were rising up. Next season, they're going to get better and better and better. That's what happens when you invest in young talent. And this is my final up-to-date squad on the players. A lot of the ratings did go up, apart from Neto, I think, who's actually, yeah, he didn't go up by much. But either way, moving on, that's going to be wrapping up the end of the video. I hope you like this style of video, what I'm done right here. I hope Arsenal fans, you didn't mind me talking about your club like this. Take it with a pinch of salt what I've said. I am a neutral, and we'll be getting back to Paddleball career mode soon. As always, if you do like this video, leave it a like. Comment down below what signings you think Arsenal should make and what players, if they should move on. Do you agree with the squad I made for Arsenal, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you're new, subscribe to my channel. I upload career mode videos. And as always, I'll see you lot later!